if you're here, you're looking for a little bit of help with your Floopy Bird game. Now remember, the first starting thing that you want to do here is we want Mr. Floopy Bird to eat some food, all right? So that's the only part that I'm going to be helping you with. You'll have to do the obstacles and the sounds by yourself, but I do want to show you how to make it so Mr. Bird here can get himself some food, all right? So your job is to do 2 different foods and have the points go up. I'll just show you how to do 1 food, all right? Now the first thing we should do is probably find an image of some bird food, something a bird would eat. So let's get like some berries. So bird berries, okay. Let's get some images here. Let me see if I can find a good image of some bird berries. Ooh, yum. All right, I'm gonna do this one. Let's save that. Okay, I'm gonna say berries. All right, and I'm actually not gonna remove the background here. I mean, you could, I'm just not going to. It just looks good as it is. So let's get our bird berries. Okay, love that. All right, my berries are there. Now the next thing is to, of course, preload it. Like let's get our berries to pop up on the screen. So it says declare image variable here. So we'll select berries. We got to preload it. So we'll say berries is equal to load image. I'm going to say berries.png or JPG. Okay. I always press play to make sure that like I don't get an error. So that's good. All right, and now we want the actual image to pop up. See where it says add food image here? I'm going to say image, berries. And actually I want this to be off the screen because I want the berries kind of come off from like around here. So if you see here, if I put my mouse, you can actually see that it tells me where off the screen is. It goes off the canvas. So I'm going to put it like 900, let's say 130. Let's do 900, 130. So I'm going to do 900, 130. And we'll do 50-50. Nice small berries. Okay. Now the problem is you're not going to see it. It's there, but you can't see it because it's off the screen. So to get it to start moving, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an X and a Y for my berries. So I'm going to put this where it says position variables because X and Y for position. I'm going to say let berries X and let berries Y. All right, so I have an X and Y for my berries. All right, I'm going to add them here. Berries X plus berries Y plus. You might be saying, Siegel, you forgot to initialize. You are 100% right. Oh, should say berries X and berries Y. So I initialize my position variables here. All right, let's just get it to move now. Pretty straightforward. I'll say berries X is equal to berries X minus 5. All right, let's see. There's my berries. Yum. Okay. So perfect. So now that they're moving, I just have to do the collision. All right, let's do the collision now. So if you look here, declare collision variable. I'm going to say let berries collide. Okay. I'm going to come down here where it says initialize collisions. I'm going to say berries collide is equal to collide rect. Remember, the reason I'm doing rectangles is because all images are rectangles. All right. Now I'm going to find the image of our bird, right? Because that's the first thing that's colliding. And I'm going to find the image of our berries. And then I'll say, okay, so I got my collision going on now. Now, let's just check to see if it works. I'm going to do if berries collide equals true. Let's see if I can just like do no loop to see if I can stop the game. That's my way of checking to see if my collision works. Let's see here. Let's see if the bird, yeah. Okay, good. So the collision's working. You can see there's a little white space in between that. That's because this bird has like a little white space actually in it. So it's fine. There's ways to adjust it. We're not going to be too concerned with that right now. All right, so now that I know the collision works, we have to do a few things. First, let's make the score go up. So score equals score plus 1. So check this out now. So let's see if I can make the score go up by 1 every time they collide. Now notice that it went up, but it went up by like 41. And the reason is because it actually does, when it collides, it doesn't restart. It just kind of like keeps colliding with it and goes right through it. What we want to do is have the what's it called? It to go, we want the berries to restart. So we're going to set X equals 0. We're going to have it loop back to the beginning. So check it out. Now I have this. And you see how it, berries X. Come on, Siegel. Do you even care? I do, but I'm messing things up. All right, berries X. Good. You see how it restarts now? I'm setting X back to 0, so it goes off the screen whenever they collide. Beautiful. Okay, now the points are going up by 1, and it resets. Now this game kind of is boring because it keeps going to the same place, right? So what we want to do is have it go to a random y position every time. So what I'm going to do is say this. Berries y is equal to, I'm going to set it to a random position, all right? And I'm going to give it like negative 200 to 200. That means you can go like 200 up or 200 down from its starting place. You know, maybe it'll be smart to start this at 200. So it can't go up or down from there. Okay, so let's check it out. Oh, nope. I got to change one more thing. My collision. If you change your number here, you got to change your number in the collide. This is good real world stuff. Okay, so let's see now. Does it work? Okay, yum. You see how it goes down now? It's going to a random position each time for the y. Oh, it's up to here now. All right, so now I'm eating my birds. My bird berries. Yum, yum, yum. Now, the only thing is, what happens when I miss? Notice how it just never comes back, right? So we need to actually have it either collide with the wall here, or we can do what we learned, which is just have it like loop, right? So what we'll do is let's make it loop. We know how to do that. That's a review. So you might remember the first thing is to observe. So I'm going to say this, observe, and I'm going to say text berries x, all right, 0, and let's put it at like 100, 100. So we can see what berries x is. So if you look here, this is what berries x is, okay? Now when does it go off the screen? That's the question we have to ask ourselves. Oh, it keeps colliding, so this should let it go, and it goes off around, it seemed like 950 to me, right? So let's try that one more time. Let's see when it goes off. Obviously there is a math way to answer this, but let's say 950. That's a good starting place. So here's where I do the loop conditional. All right, I'll say if berries x is less than, because that's like negative, right? So it's negative 950. If it's less than negative 950, I'm going to say berries x is equal to 0. That should do it. And then I also want to do berries y equals random negative 200 to 200. All right, let's try it out. Spelled berries wrong. Easy word. Hey, we all make errors, right? And let's see here. Okay. So if I eat it, score goes up by 1. Once I miss it, does it reloop? There it goes. Now we got a game. Boom. 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 Okay. So now we got our berries working. So your job is to add 2 different bird seeds that basically do the same thing. Maybe you should have them move at different speeds. And that's how you get an 80 on this homework assignment. Good luck.